Morning everyone, it's so good to be with you on day one of our sessions on faith or our morning devotionals. I'm so glad to be with you. I hope these sessions will stir you to get into the Word, to get the Word into your life and to read the Word, declare it and pray it over your life. So let's dive in today. My topic of day one is how do I or you deal with uncertainty in our lives? Good question, isn't it? Let's read the scripture in 2 Peter 1 verse 3 and 4. It says the following: by His divine power, God has given us everything we need for living a godly life. We have received all of this by coming to know Him, the one who called us to Himself by means of His marvelous glory and excellence. Now, verse 3 is amazing. I love it. He says, by His divine power, not by your power, your effort, your performance, by His divine power, He has given us everything. He has given us everything we need, me and you need, to live a godly life. Have you ever come to a place in your life where you feel that, Lord, I want to hear your voice better. I want to understand the scriptures better. I want to feel like I'm a better Christian. Now here Peter comes and he gives us the answer. He says, by God's divine power, He has given us everything we need to live a godly life. And then He gives us the answer. He says, how do I do that? He says, in the second part of verse 3, He says, we have received all of this by coming to know Him. You see, that word know in the Greek means a place of intimacy, a place of relationship. Peter says, when you are in a place of intimacy, with relationship with God, then you have everything you need to live a godly life. Isn't that amazing? Now let's look at verse 4, and it comes to what I actually want to speak about today. Verse 4 says, and because of His glory and excellence, He has given us great and precious promises. These are the promises that enable you to share His divine nature and escape the world's corruption caused by human desires. Wow! Isn't that just a great statement of the power of a promise? You see, don't you just love a promise? I love it when someone promises me something because I know they're going to do something. But how many of us has been failed by a human promise? Or how many of us has been the cause or have failed someone in a promise we made to them? Now when we look at God, God is God, and God cannot lie. But when God makes a promise, it also means that He cannot fail us. How many times have God promised you something and you're still waiting? I want to just reassure you this morning that God will not fail you. He will not fail you. When God promises something, He will not fail us and He will come through. So I want to encourage you this time of lockdown, that we will not focus on our problems or on the fear or on the issues at hand, but we will focus on the promises of God. I want to give you 5 promises, 5 scriptures, that when you go and take that scriptures, every scripture contains a promise from God. I want you to go and write it down, pray it through, write a declaration on every scripture, and then declare that over your life. I hope you enjoy this with us. Bless you. See you tomorrow.